Good evening. Welcome to India Speaks. We try and bring you voices from across India on some of the biggest stories making the headlines. Tonight, the ban on cow slaughter in Maharashtra gets the go-ahead from the president. Now, the bill has been in the making for almost 20 years and was initiated during the previous BJP-Shiv Sena government in 1995. Also coming up, our No VIP campaign. More shocking stories. Will anything ever change? But let's just go straight across now to Maya Sharma. She joins us from Bangalore. We're trying to get reactions to the ban on cow slaughter in Maharashtra. We're going to see the situation across the country. Maya, what exactly is the situation in Karnataka? Because I think the point is that this is not necessarily something which is practiced by every single state in the country. It's certainly not practiced, for example, in the northeast of India.
Well, that's right, Vishnu. Of course, cow slaughter is banned, has been banned, and that continues. But there is a provision that animals above 12 years of age, the male animals, whether bulls, oxen, can be slaughtered if they are above 12 years of age and no longer deemed useful. They can be slaughtered. So beef per se is not banned in Karnataka. It is available here in the state legally. But cow slaughter, of course, banned. But we have some Bangaloreans here. Ma'am, in Maharashtra, they've totally banned beef, and it's punishable now to have beef or possess beef. What are your thoughts on that?
Today morning, I heard on the national news that they have banned beef meat in Maharashtra. But I feel it's a good thing.
Why?
Because unnecessarily slaughtering cows and other animals, I'm not for it. Because we Hindus, we consider cow as a holy animal. And unnecessarily slaughtering it for their own purpose, I don't agree with it. So,
what are your thoughts on this? Because, of course, there are different religions practiced in the country. Everybody has a right. That freedom of religion is there. What are your thoughts on this?
For me, I consider this a very good decision. It should have been taken long back, and it's come late, but it's good because every animal, especially cow, slaughtering any animal is a very bad thing, especially the cow. I feel it's a very good decision, and it should implement everywhere.
What about the right of people to eat as they please? Because it's constitutionally guarded that people can practice their religion. And if the religion does not ban the eating of meat, would that still be a problem?
It's up to people, but I especially say that it's a very good decision.
What are your thoughts? What do you feel about this?
I think what people should eat should be left up to the individual. Now, with due respect to all religious sentiments and concerns and people do have, there are certain religions that consider the cow sacred. There are certain religions that consider the pig as filthy. But if you go to a Kurgi and you tell him the pig is filthy, you can't eat it, he probably would shoot you more than anything else. Or if you go to a Keralite and tell him don't eat beef, he'd probably eat you. So I think at the end of the day, you should leave it up to an individual. If you believe eating beef is not good for you, don't eat it. But please, don't force your decision on somebody else.
Okay, up to the individual, don't force your decision. Would you like to respond to that?
It is, up to the individual, but it's a very good decision. It should come even to Bangalore.
Okay, yes, because in Karnataka, beef is permitted.
It was supposed to come long back, it's not come, but it should come. I really will appreciate, because the area which I come in, I would not like any cow, and it's a human, it's got a heart, the thing got a heart.
Clearly two views here.
Right. I still think they should just, religion sentiments aside, I clearly think if you believe you should not do it, it's wrong for you, don't do it. But please, don't force your will on others. Live, let other people live, they want.
Thank you so much. Well, clearly, Vishnu, you're getting...
I'm a non-veg, by the way. I should not be, but still I prefer not. Cow thing is a very good decision.
That is different. Okay, all right. So clearly, different views here, Vishnu. Some people saying that it's a good move, that it should come in Karnataka as well, that beef should be banned in the state, but others saying it's the freedom of the individual, freedom to eat as they wish. So I guess this divide is really reflected around the country as well.
You know, Maya, what's interesting, and I'll bring Sam Daniel into this as well, if you look at the text of what's happened in Maharashtra, the slaughter of water buffaloes, which provides carra beef, is allowed. So it's not, there are exceptions, and I understand that more than 20%, perhaps 25% of the consumption in Maharashtra is of Kara beef, this lower level of beef product. But the definition of beef itself, changes in many instances. It's not. It's how it's interpreted in our country. Sam, what is the situation in Tamil Nadu?
Well, Vishnu, in Tamil Nadu, slaughter of productive cow is banned. But when it comes to bull, there is no such ban and there is no such objection to consumption or possession of beef. And I'm joined by Dr. S. Chinnakrishna, the founder of Blue Cross of India. So thank you so much for your time. The Maharashtra government has passed a law which imposes a fine of 10,000 rupees for those who possess beef and a jail term up to 5 years. How do you look at this?
But they have also banned completely the slaughter of cows in Maharashtra. If, to Mahatma Gandhi once said, to me the life of a lamb is no less precious than that of a cow. But we must remember that the cow does play a very special role to India and to most Indians. If this is going to also lead to the re-look at the way other animals are killed, the immense cruelties in slaughterhouses, it would be a wonderful thing, because there is really no doubting the fact that the cattle, the larger animals, suffer terribly, especially in transportation, in the rearing itself, and basically in the ultimate slaughter. It's a terrible sight.
Right.
Paul McCartney once said, if slaughterhouses had glass walls, the whole world would be a vegetarian.
This is also seen largely as a political decision done to make sure that one particular religion sentiments is not affected. Do you think this could lead to confusion tomorrow? They may even ban slaughter of pigs.
As I said, till you told me this, I was not even aware that the ban had taken place. But as I said, in Indian culture, the cow does play an important role. Beef does. I mean, there is no doubt that even in the Manusmriti, probably beef eating was permitted. But the fact is that today, the cow represents a very special animal to most Indians. From a cultural point of view, I think it's a good thing. And as I said, as long as this leads to a relook at other things. For example, I'll be very honest with you, if the Maharashtra government permits cattle races, and at the same time says that beef eating is wrong, I think it would be a grave mistake.
Right. Lastly, do you think this also intrudes or encroaches into one's freedom of choice on what to eat?
Very honestly, the fact that we are eating other animals itself intrudes into their freedom. The Supreme Court, in its May 2014 directions, specially said that the animals must have their 5 freedoms, but then also spoke quite a bit on animal rights. Animals also have a right to live.
Right. Thank you so much for your time. So, Vishnu, clearly an animal lovers or animal activist perspective from Mr. Dr. Chinnakrishna.